Hi, welcome back to Joe Blogs. I wanted to post this video as a quick update to the hacking that took place on Tuesday the 10th of December because I'm now sitting 5 days later, the dust has settled, everything has returned back to a relative state of normality after the chaos that was created on Tuesday and Wednesday. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that the hacking incident took place at around about 3:30 in the morning. Now, give YouTube their due. They were very quickly onto it this time. After the hackers posted the Ripple video that went up around 3:35, YouTube jumped onto it and actually closed down the site around 9 minutes later. So the hackers didn't really achieve anything by taking over the channel. They didn't make any money. They didn't manage to promote Ripple or whatever it was that was their intention. So nothing actually was achieved through the hack from their point of view. But from my side of things, it did create a lot of chaos because when I woke up in the morning, the first thing that I noticed after all of the emails that I'd had from people saying, "Where's your channel gone, dude?" Was that the channel had actually disappeared and had been deleted. And so there was a lot of panic at my end, trying to put things back together. And during that period, I was lucky enough to have a channel that was already monetized from the previous hacking incident. I'd called that channel Joe Blogs Finance over the course of the past couple of months, and I'd put up some finance videos talking about things like savings and retirement as a bit of an experiment, and it hadn't really been taking off. What I found was that despite the fact that I've been on YouTube for over 3 years, setting up a new channel is actually quite hard. You're basically starting again from scratch. So it wasn't really going anywhere. So I took the opportunity to change the name of that channel to Joe Blogs 2.0. I posted the video talking about the hacking, and I then posted up some videos that I had on my hard drive that had been posted over the past month or so. And what I found was an overwhelming wave of support. So everybody came out and said, "Oh my God, we're really sorry to hear about this. We want to support you." So lots of people started watching those videos and the views went through the ceiling. Actually racked up around 500,000 views in the space of a few days. I also racked up an additional 30,000 subscribers. So Joe Blogs 2.0 now has around 53,000 subscribers, which is pretty good actually. When you look at a lot of channels, they struggle to get to that point ever. And I'd managed to achieve it within 2 days. So thank you so much to everyone that did support me, that did sign up as a subscriber. Also, I'd signed up 61 members. So 61 of you who are watching this video, hopefully, have signed up as a member of Joe Blogs 2.0. Now, at the time when that hacking took place, the video that I posted, I said that I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to get the channel back, and that was absolutely true. I had no idea whether or not it was possible to recover firstly the channel and then secondly the content. And in that initial video, I said that I'd be using Joe Blogs 2.0 going forward. Now, as things have turned out, I have managed to recover the main channel back. And ultimately, I got all of the content back. It took around another 12 hours to get the content back, and that was a worrying period because I've got over 1,000 videos that I've made over the last 3 years, and some of those videos do get recurring views. So if you've been following me for a long time, you'll know that the very early videos that I posted on that channel were actually relating to building developments that I was involved in. I had a property development business, and so I posted some building videos talking about the best way to do things and giving some advice. And they still get lots of views. They don't make a lot of money, maybe $1 a week, something like that. But, you know, it's something, you can buy something with that. So it was nice to have that. And it's also nice to look back at the sort of progression of the videos that I've been making. It's all very interesting to see how they've sort of developed over the past 3 years. So all of that was gone, but it's now back in place. And so I'm now returning to the main Joe Blogs channel. And since the hacking incident, I've actually posted 2 new videos. One is talking about the new inflation data that's been published by Russia. We've seen inflation going up again, which certainly wasn't expected from the Bank of Russia's point of view. They thought that they got on top of it by increasing interest rates to 21%, and that's going to cause a major dilemma when the Bank of Russia meets again on the 20th of December to talk about whether or not they're going to increase interest rates. And I've also posted a video looking at the latest inflation figures published by China, and they've got the opposite problem in China. They've got very little inflation. It's almost at zero. They're close to being deflation, and that's causing major problems in China because Chinese businesses can't pass on any of the cost increases. their raw material prices have gone up and also the cost of wages has risen. And what that means is that factory gate prices are still falling. And that means that companies in China are posting losses now. So I posted these two videos on the main channel. And what I've found is that since the hacking incident, the level of views is much lower. So I think some people are sticking with the Joe Bloggs 2.0 concept because that's what I said in that original video. But I'm asking you now to please move back to the main channel because I'm not seeing the level of engagement with those two videos that I was this time last week. Normally speaking, if I post a video on Russia, it will get between 100,000 and 200,000 views within a very short space of time. The video that I've posted hasn't got to 100,000 views yet, so it's definitely behind track in terms of where it would have been. And in terms of China videos, I would have somewhere between 100 and 150,000 views. That video currently is sitting at around 63,000 views. So what I'm finding is that the hacking incident, whilst it only lasted for around 9 minutes, it has actually damaged my channel because the level of views, the level of engagement is much lower now. Now, that might be partly because I set up Joe Bloggs 2.0 and I'm confusing people. People don't know really where to go now, whether they're looking at the new channel or the old channel. But in this video, I'm telling you that I'm moving back to the main channel. That is going to be where I'm posting all of the content. So if you want to continue watching the usual Joe Bloggs content, then please go to the Joe Bloggs channel that has over 400,000 subscribers. Now, in terms of what I'm going to do with Joe Bloggs 2.0, it is really important for me to keep that going and to maintain some subscriptions through it because the fact that I had it from the first hacking incident meant that I was able to move very swiftly and start posting videos onto Joe Bloggs 2.0 to keep everybody informed. If I didn't have that, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I want to keep that channel going and I want to keep the subscription levels up because it then remains monetized, so I can continue earning money from it. So that's important to me because this is my main form of income. This is what I am doing as a career now. So it's important from that point of view. But I want to develop some more content, and I'm not quite sure what to do with Joe Bloggs 2.0 at the moment. One thing that I'm thinking about, which may be of interest to you, so let me know in the comments below. I do a lot of investing, and I invest into individual companies. Now, I'm not saying that I'm giving share tips. I'm not saying these are going to give you a 10x return. But what I tend to do is I have a portfolio of investments. I do a lot of research. So as you know from my main channel, I like data. I like to look at research. I like to analyze things and then work out, in my view, what I think is going to happen. And one thing that I always bear in mind when I'm buying shares is a tip from Warren Buffett. He said, don't buy a share for 1 second unless you're prepared to hold it for at least 10 years. And if you do the research and the analysis, then you know that the fundamentals for that business are sound and that over the long term, it should do well, barring some sort of disaster like a COVID-19 pandemic. So I always take that approach into any investing that I do. And so I tend to buy shares along the way. Some go up, some go down, but overall, I'm doing okay. So one of the ideas that I've had for Joe Bloggs 2.0 is to post regular videos talking about which companies I'm looking at, which companies I'm buying, and then just keep you informed as to what's happening with my portfolio. As I said, it's not financial advice. I'm not looking to give share tips for you to invest your life savings into. I'm just going to share with you what I'm doing, and you can come along for the ride. You might be able to get some information that is useful for you, or you might be able to have a laugh if I'm doing really badly and losing lots of money. But that's one idea that I've had. Let me know whether or not you think that's something you might be interested in. If not, let me know other things that you might be interested in that are different to the main channel. Obviously, anything that's related to geopolitics and what's going on globally, I'm going to put that onto the main channel. But if you've got ideas as to what I could do with Joe Bloggs 2.0, please let me know. But the overall summary of today's video is that I want to say thank you so much to everyone that supported me over the last 5 days or so. Really means a lot to me. I have had hundreds of coffees. I've had hundreds of super thanks. I've had people signing up as members. I have had tens of thousands of people signing up as subscribers. Thank you so much for all of that. And thank you to everyone that's watched the videos, either on the main channel or Joe Bloggs 2.0. Really means a lot to me. But thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you again in the next video.